Sato the dog is making a swift recovery. We're up over 30% on the day. And if you're in my free Telegram, I made a buy call when I bought it earlier today. Already up 30%, was up a little bit higher, but we'll take it. It looks like Sato is about to make a comeback. The FUD is getting cleared and the volume is kicking in. Looks like this puppy is ready to go. And now we're talking about Sato and this potential collaboration with Snoop Dogg. Yeah, you heard that right. Looks like they're working hard to get a collaboration with Snoop Dogg. Let's go ahead and take a look. So it kind of started off as they had an NFTs right now, a collection, and guys, they're dirt cheap. I scooped up a couple because they're like $3 or $4 each. I'm like, yo, if this pops off, great. If it doesn't, who cares? And then I bought like 10 for $30 or $40. But anyways, they have an NFT collection, and one of the NFT collections happened to be like a Snoop Dogg dog, and someone sent their Snoop Dogg dog to Snoop Dogg, okay? So the rarest NFT Satos has been transferred to the rightful owner, Snoop Dogg, and this guy basically minted the Snoop Dogg NFT and sent it to Snoop's wallet. Absolute G, what an absolute Chad. We love this community. It's absolutely awesome, okay? And then we're gonna touch on the FUD later in the video, but then now with the Snoop Dogg collaboration, looks like they're trying to pay Snoop Dogg $20,000. As the whole day they've been replying to Snoop Dogg posts, okay? So 11 hours ago, Snoop Dogg posted this video. Shout me, bro, we got 20K for you. And then another Snoop Dogg video, yo, DM me, homie, we got 20K for you. And then another Snoop Dogg post, yo, Snoop Dogg, reach out to me, homie, I got 20K for you on the table. And they're trying to pay Snoop Dogg to kind of collaborate with them. I think it's absolutely genius. Whether or not it actually ends up doing the collaboration or not, I think this is actually a great way to market the project, because now they're going to constantly be spamming Snoop Dogg's posts, and other communities will be spamming Snoop Dogg, and people are going to be like, yo, what the hell is Sato the dog? And then they'll come over and then they're going to see Sato the dog and they're going to be confused because they're like, wait, this kind of looks like Toshi because it's a reverse Toshi. I think it's a great marketing strategy. Shout out to the team. I think Sato's a pretty dope project. Overall, I've been pretty bullish for Sato the dog. There's a point where there's a lot of concerns between the bubble maps looking sketch and their deck scan looking absolutely sketch, as like they got botted out like crazy. But if you guys watched the video yesterday, I told you guys, I'm like, obviously not financial advice, but I'm like, do your research and due diligence. We saw a bottom and I'm like, yeah, we're going to take advantage of the bottom and buy in, because like how low is it going to potentially go? And to my surprise, or I guess to my calculated technical analysis, we're obviously in profits, right? We're up over 40% right now on the day, which is solid. And these are the buy bots I was talking about. Like, see all these like tiny buys and like microsecond transactions. Like, again, I don't know if it's artificially done by the team or if it's done by someone malicious attack, but we do know there's bots, and it just makes it look terrible. To someone who's brand new to crypto, they're gonna be like, wow, so many people are buying this. They have a lot of buying volume, like 2.4 million buys versus 2,000 sells. This is so bullish. Realistically speaking, like that doesn't speak for itself. Volume is a good way to look at it, because again, obviously the buys, they're bots, right? So that means nothing. They got 2,000, like almost 2.4 million transactions, and a good chunk of that is bots. The volume is where it kicks in, right? Buying volume is 300K, whereas the selling volume is at 259. So it's pretty split, but obviously a little bit more favor to the buys. Again, in terms of buyers and sellers, we can't take that for granted either, because like there's a lot of bots, but the volume is good enough to get a gauge. Yeah, but that's something to keep aware of on an island. In terms of the buys and sells, like just look at the volume. That's where you're gonna gauge. When we start seeing like the volume is like really red compared to the buys, that's when you know it's suspicious. And then when the buys, vice versa, right? But overall looking good, up over 38% on the day, and there's a lot of potential for this. Now, the cool thing with Sato in terms of price prediction is the market's like shy of $4 million. For this to 10x, we need a $40 million market cap. For this to 100x, we need a $400 million market cap, okay? And if it goes to $1 billion market cap, which sounds crazy, but it's possible, we're talking about 200x potential. Absolutely insane. When you take all these numbers into account, it's like, whoa, like this could be a 200 to 300x bag, which is absolutely insane. And that's at buying at today's prices, like live right now. Like if you bought right now, the second after pump today, after it's up 30, 40%. So it's pretty bullish, right? Obviously, there's a lot of bears out there. Like I'm bearish on Sato, all the bots, yeah, rah. You know, there's a lot of like Toshi, pointing fingers at Toshi's doing this. Again, I'm team Toshi for sure. But yeah, there's like the Toshi army. They're arguing with each other. And then we see Sato Dog making like a whole like little message to the community. Scammers would have rugged you already. These baseless rumors are here to fudge you out of 100x. We have all the evidence. We are openly and publicly taking an interview for this rumor. The team Sato are nothing but transparent, hardworking, honest. We have zero to hide. We are not hiding. Don't let the FUD campaign void your logic. Name an 18-year-old project that has CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, 5,000 NFTs, cash giveaways, reachable and active team, and animated series development, marketing paid for. So again, they're doing a lot to build this. I think they believe that it's like the Toshi army that's kind of fudding the project, which could be, rightfully so. It's kind of like a copycat project. But at the end of the day, they also says themselves, it's like, this is a meme coin realm. Like, they can do whatever the hell they want. So shout out to Sato. They're kind of holding their ground. They're doing their thing. We see bears and cats don't phase Sato. It's business as usual. Again, cats, referring to Toshi. I like that too. I think that's a good marketing strategy as well. This whole like Toshi versus Sato could be enough to kind of push Sato a bit higher. Again, I don't think, obviously Toshi team cares about this, but hey, okay. And then this is a post we recently just read. We've seen memes on base trending in the last 7 days, posted May 9th, and we see Sato's on that list. So Sato keeps making these trending lists, and just goes to show that how bullish this cat is becoming, or this dog is becoming. Community is very loud and vocal as well. Top trending meme coins based on the last 24 hours. And we see Sato making the list on number 4, which is bullish. We see a lot of people talking about Sato. The community is overly bullish for Sato, which is good to see and shows strong sentiment. And this is the kind of projects you want to buy in, projects with strong sentiment, especially projects that are getting in so early, like such a low cap coin in comparison to other base assets, right? As of now, it's not listed on any exchange, centralized or decentralized. You can only buy it on Uniswap. But as soon as we start getting exchange listings, it could be nuts, right? A Coinbase listing could blow this out of the water. We're talking about like $300 million market cap overnight with the Coinbase listing, right? An OK listing as well could be very helpful. I just put a crypto.com listing. I mean, the list everyone could be very, very helpful for the project. So again, it's only gonna be a matter of time. Crypto markets are reversing. We are slowly starting to get back in the green. We're pumping. Today was red across the board. A lot of meme coins in the red, but for the most part, there is the bullish sentiment in the air. Things are starting to pump. Things are starting to reverse. And I don't want you to miss out on the next 100x gem. So make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And before I close the video, I do want to ask, if you haven't already, check out Best Wallet. Best Wallet is the best anonymous crypto wallet that allows you to create an account without verification, ID, or KYC. Get the most secure, anonymous, non-custodial crypto wallet today. Available on both Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And that wraps up the video. Like always, none of this is financial advice. And I'll see y'all lovely people in the next one. Until next time, it's your friend Umar. Peace.